Yo, what is going on, guys? Somehow on to a brand new video. Today we're going to be discussing the Nintendo Direct that is coming out tomorrow. I'll probably do a reaction type video or something to do with it. Probably speaking, either I'm going to be reacting to it on camera, or I will be discussing it in a video, probably not tomorrow, the next day. So yes, but I'm pretty excited for this because this could give a certain number of things. A lot of people, a couple of people are already speculating, could get some Pokemon on Switch details tomorrow. I don't believe that. Personally, I'm obviously a Pokemon fan. This is a Pokemon channel, but I just don't see it happening tomorrow. I see if we get Pokemon news, it'll probably be in April, May. If it's coming out this year. If not, probably be June, July. We get first bits, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just a guess. So obviously we are getting Mario Tennis Aces gameplay, and I'm gonna assume that takes up about 2 minutes of the direct, and it's about half an hour long. And then there's obviously going to be a ton of third-party games that we don't really know about, or most people don't really care about. So they're obviously third-party games, and they're pretty not not relevant. They're not really that relevant, and I don't really know any third parties that are going to come out or get announced in that. The only one I could think of that I would actually be interested in seeing people speak about that on the direct would be Project Octopath Traveler, I think it's called. Because we got a demo of that, and I do not think there's been any news on it since. I actually do not believe we've had any news on the game this year, so I'd be interested. Now, what do I think is going to take up the rest of the time? I saw a couple of people speculating last year and at the beginning of this year that we'd be getting a Luigi's Mansion game this year. Personally, I don't feel that we are getting that, so I'm going to say no on that one. Next is something I personally think could happen and probably will happen, is we get announced a new Animal Crossing game. Now, it's not something I personally would be that interested in, but I just feel like it is around the time they would announce an Animal Crossing game, and it's one of those games that will, you know, get you stuck into it for a bit. And just, I don't know. I don't really know that much about the series, but I feel like it's definitely kind of due on the Switch at this stage. Next thing, Metroid Prime. I don't think we're gonna see any of that, so I'm just gonna say that now before people ask me why I didn't bring it up. So next, I think we might get a final trailer for Kirby Star Allies. I don't really want one, but I do see them potentially doing it just to try and take up some of the time in the direct, especially as a demo is released. They could announce that in there if people didn't notice that already. So I do think that would be a decent decision for them, and I wouldn't be shocked to see that. But if we don't, then I don't really mind. Something I really want to see is a Yoshi release date because I'm pretty excited for that, and they still haven't given us a release date. Also really want to see a Mario Tennis Aces release date because that would be interesting as well, and that would be very nice to see. Um, Next thing, they obviously said they're going to be doing 3DS games, and I don't actually know what first parties still do 3DS games, so I'm assuming most of 3DS titles they do say, and I don't expect that many. Will probably be third parties. They might say something about Detective Pikachu, and if we get that, that is the most Pokemon news I'm calling we get. Detective Pikachu. Like, that's what I think we are getting. Now they generally do drop something big at the end, and I personally think this is not. I've seen a couple of people obviously think this is gonna be Pokemon. I personally think it's gonna be Fire Emblem. I don't know if they would do that as a big really kind of thing at the end, but I do still don't believe they have that much this year because last year was so good, and I don't think that this year's gonna. This year's obviously not gonna be as good, and I don't think it's gonna be that close either. But I do think the Fire Emblem is still gonna release this year, so I would not be shocked on seeing that. Another thing I might say we could probably see is a potential Mario Party game. I don't know, it feels like they might release one. They do release a game, or the people developers of that do seem to release a game on average about once a year, and it's been about a year, I think. But it will be a year by the end of this year. So maybe we'll get one of those this year. Maybe we'll get Mario Party 11. Personally, would prefer if they held off on that next year and tried to focus on actually making it a good game because you know how Mario Party's been over the last few years. Pretty bad, but I personally think the most Star Rush was okay. Top 100, not so much, but you know, we can all hope for a decent Mario Party game. Other than that, I know two other things people are hoping for, which are a Mario Maker port and a Smash port slash Smash new game. Mario Maker port, I think is possible, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I feel like that would have been a release last year if they were going to, but I do see it is possible that could happen. Smash, a port potentially. I don't think it will happen, but it could. But a new game is not happening. I do not think there is any hope of a new game happening, and I can't wait till tomorrow if I find out there is a new game, and I just feel really stupid for saying there is no chance it's happening. So I honestly don't know what else they're gonna drop in this. You know what we really need though? This is my biggest hope. One free Switch. What do you guys think? Be honest. Be honest in the comments. What do you guys think of that idea? Anyway, I'm gonna end the video there because I have no more ideas of what we're getting. Actually, one more. Sorry, one more idea, and that's a virtual console. I don't know if I think it's gonna happen, but I feel like there's a chance they announce it for maybe the end of this year slash early next year. I don't know which virtual console it would be, but I'm still hoping on virtual console coming out soonish. I definitely want it to come out in 2019 though, if not this year. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a pretty short video, but still a different style of video to my normal Pokemon type quality content. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.